Welcome back to MS General Repair. My name is Michael. Today we're getting into part 2 of the Jet 1024 metal lathe cross slide repair. I think I've sourced a replacement gib for the cross slide, but it's oversized, at least in length, and has to be sized and machined to fit this cross slide. This one's 6 or 7 inches long, and the new cross slide piece, or the gib, is 10 or 11 or 12 inches long, something along those lines. So we're going to take this apart and see if that's going to work for us. The gib for this machine is no longer available. I located one for a Grizzly machine, and it seems like it's going to work. There were no photos of it online in the Grizzly catalog, but the guy, I think his name was Rob, over in Grizzly technical support, he was extremely helpful. He had some notes and things on it, and it seemed like it was going to work. So I took a shot and ordered it. Figured if it wasn't going to do me any good, I could just throw it on eBay and flip it, get my money back on it. But it looks like it's going to work. So now I've got to take this off the machine, take it apart, see if I'm going to be able to make something out of the part that I bought, and so that's where we're at. If you haven't seen part 1, you can go and look at part 1 of the compound repair, and that'll bring you up to speed on what the problem is with this. And you'll also see it when I take it apart. It's got the gib for this has been broken and welded back together, and the weld didn't hold, and when I got the machine, the gib was broken again, and I did what I could do to braze it back together, somewhat successfully. I got the gib in the compound to probably 75–80% functional. It functions fairly well, but I think when I get this completed, I'm going to get a better surface finish, and I'm going to have a much easier time with slotting and parting off, which gives me the biggest amount of trouble. So let me take this over, we'll stick it in the vise and have a look. Alright, so I've got it over here in the vise, and I'm just holding it by the dowel on the bottom. I've got the soft jaws on here, so we'll wind this back. And that's the point where it won't wind back any further. So now we've got to take the part of the dial base off of here. And the cotter pin I just have in here, so I don't have to keep driving the pin in and out while I'm working on it, because I don't want to create wear from keep driving the pin in and out, and I don't want to risk bending that bending the shaft of the screw here, driving that pin in and out. So the cotter pin just serves to hold it for now, and then when I get everything all done, then I can put that back together. Let's just see if we can get this gib out of here. I think that's what's holding me up from taking this apart. It's been a while since I had it apart, so I don't really remember what I had to do to get it apart. There it goes. Okay. There's the top half. Here's the broken gib. You can see here where it's been put back together. I brazed it and stoned it and got it somewhat functional. When I got the lathe, this was in two pieces, and if you went to use the parting tool, the cutter was bouncing up and down like crazy. So I got 80% of that movement out of it, and it's usable at this point, but not as well as I'd like it to be. So here, let me show you the new piece of stock. So this is the new raw gib that I purchased from Grizzly, and you can see it's far longer than the other, so it's got to be cut down in length, but it has the 30-degree bevels already cut on it, and it's already got the taper cut into it. So basically I just have to figure out what the proper length of this is supposed to be, because a little bit of length has been lost with repairing it, and you know, I stoned it, so a little bit of thickness has been gone from it, and then I have to cut this retaining pocket out of the end here, and that's where the gib adjustment screw fits into. So that shouldn't be too bad. I can do that on the mini mill, or for, you know, for what it is, if I had to, I could do it on the bench grinder. I mean, it's only all it has to do is capture the head of the screw so that the screw head can drive this back and forth, so it's nothing super critical. So let me set up the other part of this in the vise. Okay, so what I've got is this screw, gib adjustment screw, turned in 3 full turns. Now this other end I'm going to wind in all the way. Because these are supposed to, as far as I understand it, these are supposed to move in unison to adjust the gib tighter or looser. So that should give me the length. And this here, doing it there, looks like I'm about a 1/16 shy of having that total length. And you can see how this gib is rocking in here too. In fact, before I even do this, I think that what I'm going to do is take both of those screws out and just set that other piece of gib stock in there and just see what the difference of how it interacts with the dovetails is before I go doing anything. So let's pop these screws out and we'll see how that's doing. Yeah, that's like night and day. It fits in there so nice. There's no rock, there's no teeter-tottering. I think all I've got to do is get the length set properly. Probably hit this in the milling machine and just give that a nice square edge on the leading edge there. Put that pocket in for the, cut it off to length. Put the pocket in for the adjustment screw, and maybe I'll have to do a little stoning on it. I don't know. We'll see what happens as we progress. But I think this is gonna work out just fine. I think this is gonna be the solution. I mean, this has just been. I was gonna have to make that part from scratch, and then I stumbled across the post that said that somebody had said that they had used a Grizzly gib to replace their, or I think actually it wasn't even a gib, it was that somebody had used a Grizzly cross slide and it mounted on their jet lathe. So then I started doing a little digging, and there were no pictures of the gib. The gib was available for the Grizzly, but no pictures of it available. So I was kind of reluctant to buy something that I can't even see. But then I ended up finally I searched one more time before I went to make this myself, because there's quite a bit going on here. You've got the 30-degree angle on this side, 30 degrees on this side. You've got the taper on it. You've got the screw pocket. There's a lot going into that silly little piece of metal there. That's where we're going to leave it for now. The other one will be part 3. Tune in for that. That's going to be following pretty close to when this video is uploaded. So thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoy this kind of thing, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, help it grow a little bit. Comments are always appreciated, and have a great day. We'll see you on part 3.